Defended strong through the whole match, did not allow big chances and created many of them, so deserved win, but it was hard work. And of course the concerns are that we have again injured players. We let Callum Hudson-Odoi play after COVID, straight 90 minutes today. Thiago got injured, N'Golo Kante is injured. Mateo Kovacic is playing after 8 weeks of injury and COVID, just without any preparation in training.
We want the games to come thick and fast because we're trying to create a style, we're trying to play with intensity, and now we've been here nearly 2 months. We've had a chance to look at all the teams from sort of 3-4 different parts of the league, and it's been very interesting. Recently we've played Liverpool, Man City and Chelsea, and that's been brilliant for Stephen and all of us as a staff to see how the elite levels really are. They're just that wee bit different.
Would introducing the 5 substitutes help you quite a lot? That seems the most logical thing for you. But what chance do you feel there is of that happening?
Zero chance. Zero. But we are the only league who plays in winter, which I love. But we are not protecting the players because we're the only league with not 5 changes. We are struggling, but who cares?
When Dion saw his old Coventry teammate, you made a run then for the near post, didn't you?
Well, I didn't run. I just stand at the near post and Gary Mack could find me near post. There you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
7-9.
Oh, it's lovely. Lovely little ball. What a player. But he had his work cut out with this one, to be fair.
Of course. Without Steven Gerrard and
Stevie there.
What impact does that have? Sorry, when your manager is such a sort of totemic figure anyway, and he's your manager, he's not in the dugouts.
It's going to make a huge difference that late on, because he would have been wanting to give the last instruction to his team, all the individuals, the last word. He knows, what to say to players in order to get them ready for that game. And Mac has been at that level too, but Steve is the manager. Yeah. And that information you take on board and you take it to the letter.
Yeah. And just looking at the touchline when it's 1-1 and they're hanging in the game and he's giving all the gesticulation, Steven Gerrard.
I think
there's something you can't quite measure in that.
Exactly.
I think it's more in the team talk than the game going on. When you've got your gaffer there and he's giving instructions and he's passionate and he's loud and he might be giving Jacob Murphy or Jacob Ramsey, or Douglas Luiz last-minute instructions, giving them a confidence, showing a bit of fight in his belly, and they take it on board.
Yeah.
Gary Mack's one of the most respected ex-footballers in the game, but different to Stevie G. And they put up a good fight, but Chelsea were just too strong.
Well, it started fine for Villa, didn't it, with an own goal? Do we put this down as it just happens if you're Reece James?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
There's nothing you can really say about how he's attacked it.
No, he's always going to try and head that as well, because he doesn't know where it's going to go. If he gets something on it, he's hoping it's going to go over everybody to the far post or even go out for a corner. But
it's definitely surprised Mendy, hasn't it?
Well, Glenn Hoddle made a point yesterday, and we were all chatting, and he made a point that Mendy's game's gone off the boil
a little bit
of late.
No, it has.
Yeah. And that one there, I thought his footwork could have been a bit better.
Just seemed to take him by, obviously took him by surprise, but he seemed to react maybe a split second later than you would imagine, wouldn't
he?
Yeah,
and it wasn't far from his hands. I think if he had better feet, quicker feet, and he was on his game, I think he would have saved that one.
Yeah. 2 penalty decisions in the match. I think we're happy that they're both penalties. We'll get to the second one and what might have happened later. But in terms of just a decision to make. Inside left channel, Chris?
Absolutely, Martin Atkinson refereeing this one, Matty Cash. It's just a tackle from behind, isn't it? He clearly gets the calf there. Doesn't get the ball. Penalty, I don't think there'll be any
Reminds me of the
that.
Odegaard penalty for Arsenal a couple of weeks ago.
Man United.
Yeah, you could see it coming, absolute mile off.
You can see Cash is trying to nick the ball away from a corner, isn't he?
But he wasn't aware of what was around him.
Every time I look at Jorginho scoring every week, I'm still astonished he's missed for Italy so many times.
I'm still astonished that goalkeepers keep buying the trick.
Yeah.
You know what's coming, try and stay on your feet as long as possible.
It's so tough though, isn't it?
Poker game, isn't it? You know he's going to hop and skip.
He's also jumping around you. Right, Chris, now the big debate here is clearly a penalty, Conser.
Yeah,
you are not sent off if the referee deems you have made a genuine attempt to play the ball. He's not winning that ball if I'm here for another million years.
No,
he?
What the law says, is there a reasonable possibility of him playing the ball? And what he does, he slides in. It's last ditch.
And the answer is no.
What the VAR has done is looked at it. Is it a penalty? Yes, it's clearly a penalty. Is it clearly and obviously wrong? They felt not. They felt as though there was a reasonable possibility. It's that last-ditch challenge trying to win the ball, and because he's gone in with his feet, they've stayed with the on-field decision. It's so tough, you know, having played in defence for a few years, and you're playing against somebody that's faster and stronger than you. You think, oh no, what am I going to do to stop it? I mean, Matty Target here. Yeah. He thinks to himself, oh no, it's Lukaku. No, listen, and then he's nearly falling over, and then he's, I've got him, and then he just goes, get off.
No, but the point is, Dion, and I know one wants people sent off unnecessarily. Is that a really genuine attempt to win the ball? No, honestly.
He gets it wrong.
Lukaku's left leg.
He leans into him, you see.
He's trying with his right ankle.
To get the ball, isn't he?
He's trying with his right ankle. It's very hard to try and...
You're using a lot of words to say no.
No, I think he is genuinely trying to win the ball. I think he is. But what happens is, as Dion said, when you're running back and you've got someone like Lukaku and he's got a leg like a piece of oak and you're trying to go in there. And then when you see it again, Konza has gone to the floor, but he tries to hook his right leg to try and win the ball. The fact that once he goes on there and he connects with Lukaku's leg,
no way around, is it?
He just bounces straight off him. So it looks a bit clumsy and ugly and tired, which it was.
And he's going
I think he's trying to win it.
So what we're saying is try and win the ball, sort of be near enough to the ball, don't haul anybody down.
Well, yeah,
you've got no excuses there. But if you do that, you're norm. The point I'm trying to make is, if you do that, you'll get away with a yellow card. It's always a penalty.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking last second of the game. It doesn't seem the end of the world, does it?
Yeah, but I think what we're talking about
is
if there's a not,
it's not the end of the world, Rex, is it?
Come on.
You've been running over one. Hey, come on, it's Christmas.
Come on, it's Boxing Day. You had too much dinner, man. I couldn't get there.
Did his best. Got there as quick as he could.
Just give me a yellow.
Got there as quick as the turkey.
Or if I want a suspension, give me a red. Give me a red.
Jorginho from the spot, absolutely brilliant for Chelsea by and large. And as we said, this is what's so astonishing, that Italy are in a World Cup playoff with Portugal because he missed 2 penalties for Italy at the end of the qualifiers. Threaded that one in.
That's what happens when you try and stay on your feet, as I've just said, as long as possible. Your spring then is a lot harder because he's got the...
Scored 10 penalties this calendar year. More than anyone else. We'll see Ward-Prowse in a second. Fernandes has lost his spot to Ronaldo, hasn't he? Jorginho, look at him.
He's the man you want, isn't he? He's the man you want.
It's cool as you like, isn't he? Goes through the same process all the time.
Without being captain obvious, those 2 guys at the top with that graphic are the men you want. James Ward-Prowse and Jorginho.
But he does go through the same process, even though he's missed a few. I mean, he tends to score them for Chelsea, banging on, he's missed them for Italy, actually. Yeah. But that hasn't made him doubt his method and his approach.
No,
I've just happened to miss one.
I mean, there is the odd occasion I've seen him not do it.
Yes.
And sort of sprint to the ball very quickly. Yeah. Whether the keeper's waiting for something different. But it's all about the run-up. If you know he's going slow, he's going to do the skip. But he seems to get it right. And what he does, he takes a good penalty. You know, he's not cocky with it. He does it his own way. But he does it to the letter and very professionally.
It's a great lesson for any kids watching. Go and try and take a penalty, right? Have your mate in goal, and don't look at the ball when you take a penalty.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great little bit of skill to try and practice. It's all about your peripheral vision. You've got to practice it and practice it.
I'm not doing that. I'd fall over.
And actually, I'd
fall over. Just about to kick
I know, you look halfway. If the ball's at your feet, you look exactly halfway.
So hard,
you look past the ball so you can see the keeper.
And I bet you're a bit like a rugby kicker. He probably measures out his run-up, doesn't he?
Probably.
Yes.
By doing it again, he probably goes...
And don't look at the ball when you take a penalty.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great little bit of skill to try and practice. It's all about your peripheral vision. You've got to practice it and practice it and practice it.
I'm not doing that. I'd fall over.
And actually,
I'd fall over. Just about to kick
I know,
the ball.
you look halfway. If the ball's at your feet, you look exactly halfway.
So hard,
you look past the ball so you can see the keeper.
And I bet you're a bit like a rugby kicker. He probably measures out his run-up, doesn't he?
Probably.
Yes.
By doing it again, he probably goes, right, I know I've got 10 steps.
Correct.
So I probably count them while I'm practicing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where are you, Don? You go and get 9, 10. Boom.
Talking of rugby
with
kicks.
With a hop in there.
Talking of rugby kicks, I have kicked a ball through the sticks.
We've seen that
have you seen it on YouTube? So I do want to mention it. Just in case you haven't seen it. It's on YouTube, Dion Dublin kicking.
Rest of the world ago. What are they talking about now? Right. Romelu Lukaku. So what's happened is this is only his 4th goal in the Premier League this season. 3 against Villa, 1 against Arsenal. Was out for 6 weeks with an ankle injury. Has been eased back in, has had COVID as well.
Yeah.
first... They have struggled without him. I think we can say if Chelsea are going to win the league, they need
But Mark,
Lukaku
this is where the game is not rocket science. You've got Christian Pulisic in the box, so all your corners are low, your free kicks are low. You get Lukaku in, you put some height on it, because he's bigger and taller and stronger than anyone else.
You've got someone to hit as well, haven't you?
Of course you have.
You've got a focal... I mean, this one here is actually in front of Mings, goes in behind Mings.
Terrible defending.
It is really woeful defending, it is from Mings, but he's in front of Mings, and then what you do as a centre forward is you come behind the guy that's marking you, so he's having to look over his shoulder, Mings, he's got to watch the ball.
He's got him.
And then he's lazy.
And then he's lazy, look, he tries to nudge him.
Now, sorry, is that the lazy bit, by trying to nudge him?
Yes,
the lazy bit.
He's in front of Lukaku, as in ball side, so all you have to do is stay a yard ball side where he was, and the fact that Lukaku gets the run on him, instead of just tracking him, he tries to put his hip into him.
Just literally knock him off balance. Knock him out of the way.
Instead of just taking how many more strides?
Two
more strides.
2 more strides. If you take the 2 more strides to your right and Lukaku takes 2 more strides, you're going to get there first. Like Don says, it's logical. Look to head the ball. The danger is the ball, not the man.
So actually his positioning was OK, Mings, then?
Yeah,
it was just a decision not to take those strides.
It was lazy. It was just basically lazy. And what he's done, he tries to nudge the strongest footballer on the pitch.
Yeah.
Lukaku's waiting for that, braces for the contact, and still gets a
brilliant header from him.
Yeah.
Because you think
he actually
when you're
tries to nudge the strongest player in the league, probably.
Yeah, that's correct.
But that shows you how Lukaku is in the air and how strong he is when Tyrone Mings has nudged him, put him off balance, and he still scores.
Yeah. And you don't need much of a touch, do you? As he said, Lukaku.
Correct, just
don't
glance.
need much of a touch, just to glance it in. Huge win for Chelsea. Lukaku back and scoring, really significant.